it's time for a discussion. Why you so hard? Show me that you love me, baby. Why you so hard? Show me that you care. So many days, so many nights, so many tears. I had to cry. Told me you love me. That was a lie. Loving you was a mistake. 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 Play me like guitar, baby. You only love me for breathing. Play with my emotion, girl. And I don't wanna be your friend. Play me like guitar, baby.
All right, welcome back to another Star-Starter episode of the Exquisite Conversation Podcast. And I am your host for the evening, King Jacob. With the absence of the CEO of the company, Miss Nicole, and joining the Exquisite PR firm and Exquisite Conversation Podcast, I will be the host for the evening. And we have another Star-Starter episode with none other than 350 Entertainment, 350 Beats, man. And his brothers did a lot, you know. So when we talking about doing a lot and navigating through the industry and having a journey where people take notice, he's done a lot. So without further ado, I'm going to ask him the first question. Who is 350 Beats and 350 Entertainment?
All right. Well, I changed the 350 Entertainment to Had It Made Entertainment, which is behind my mom's name. And 350 Beats is, man, it comes from motor. They started calling me 350 behind the motor. I used to say, man, that 350 running. And they started calling me 350, and I thought about it. I said, I do operate like a strong running motor. I said, I'm a machine. So I put the 350. And, you know, I put it with the beats. I was already making beats, so I just put it on together, man.
Okay, man. And so, you know, so when people ask who you are as far as, you know, entertainment, as far as music, as far as community development, as far as a person, man, you know, that I know a lot come with that answer, but how would you answer that question?
Man, I've been coaching in my community over 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been an advocate for standing up right. I was raised around politics and in the funeral home. So I always looked out for my peers, man, make sure nobody didn't go astray. I had got a drum set when I was like 8 or 9, and we broke the whole drum set down. I had the kids going through the projects, beating the drums. We all lined up, blocking traffic, blowing whistles. And with the music, it's just, I was always able to grasp the youth or either grasp my peers by music and by me being a little further ahead than them in music. So they would listen, they would gravitate, and they would look up to me, and I use that as a positive in my community to keep it going.
Okay. So how did your journey start with music? And I know from reading your bio, man, 5, 6 years old, man, you started really, really, really early. So, man,
Yes.
What brought that on at 5 or 6 years old?
Well, I was growing up in the church, so, you know, sitting there every Sunday was one thing, and we had an awesome choir. We had one of the best choirs in the Tri-City at Pleasant Grove Baptist Church. So I got me a drum set when I was 5, and I just kept watching. And I took what's the name of it? The church fans where you tear the sticks off?
Right.
And I'll be back there just tapping away. So it started when I was 5, and and I was just beating on the pots and pans. My mama got tired of it, so she went and got some drums. And I used to go to choir rehearsal, quartet rehearsal. So music was just always there. All of my uncles sing. My whole family sing, matter of fact. So that music is there.
Man, you know that like for us Southern boys, I'm from South Carolina, so for us Southern boys, especially when I interview somebody and they a musician or they're a music artist or they just a music connoisseur, and when they said that quartet, they hit different, bro.
Yeah.
That quartet hit different. And so, man, as far as you learning how to play the drums, when did your mom understand that my son is a musician?
I would actually say then, because you don't have too many parents that go out and get you a drum set at 5 years old.
Mhm.
You got some that go get the little play round one, but when you already in the pocket, I was 5. I couldn't hit the hi hat. I couldn't but I was boom, boom, pow, boom, pow, boom, pow, boom. So I already was halfway there. You see what I'm saying? So she had to go get it, man. She got tired of me being on the pots and pans. She had to go get them drums.
So, so, so you was already messing with the floor pedal of the drums at 5 and 6 years old.
Yeah, yeah. And I had some cousins more advanced than me. Some of them boys were tapping the hi-hat, but that's where I was. I was in that pocket. So my first lesson of music was the pocket.
Okay, so who was your biggest influence on playing the drums?
Ernest Short.
That's one of the older guys at your church that you grew up in.
Yeah, that's the pastor's son. The pastor played the piano, Reverend Short. Shout out to Reverend Eddie Short. And Ernest Short from Columbus, Georgia, man. He a beast on the drum, man. So yeah, that's why I learned my little sauce from on the drum.
Okay, great. So we have Miss Deanna Freeman tapping in. I am Deanna Freeman. Radio host, public figure.
What's up,
Fleet
Deanna?
Fleet DJ's operational manager. Fleet DJ's Georgia, that is.
Okay.
So yeah, she tapping in with us, and we definitely appreciate you tapping in. Now, 350, listen, man. I'm reading, bro. I know you grew up in that church, man, and I know you had heavy influence in that church, man. But from middle school to high school, how was that influence for you, bro? And how did you grab the attention of your music teachers, your peers' parents, and the women, the girls at school?
So with me being a producer, so from the drum time, I graduated till I got 9 and 10 and 11 years old. So I got my first keyboard when I was 9. So once I got the keyboard, I started recording and all that on tape recorder and stuff. So I was already ahead, like I said. So when we got to school, I was the only producer in the school, really. And all of my homeboys, they rap. So, you know what I'm saying? I was the lead man on it. And, being popular at the school with the music, we started selling CDs in 6th grade. We had our first talent. We had the first talent show at our junior high in 8th grade. So, like, the music, we thought we was the Cash Money boy. That's who we thought we were. We thought we were Cash Money. And so we went and bought some CDs. Back in the day, you get them CDs little then, get them little blank CDs, and we'll go sell out. We'll sell to the teachers. We'll sell. Everybody bought a CD from us. No matter you was a teacher, principal, we got support from everybody because we was trying to flip the narrative to where it's trying to get flipped now to where keep the kids out the street, get them some equipment, put them in the studio. So we were just trying to, be on the other side because we was already around the environment of, all that bull crap. So
Okay, that's dope. So we have my man Big C from Greenville, South Carolina, tapping in, which was another phenomenal singer, man, songwriter, man. Just all around a good dude, always works in the community. So thank you, Big C, for tapping in, man. And so high school, man. Um, so you've been playing drums since you was 5. So and then a lot of people in the band don't start playing an instrument until they get in middle school. And so was there any time that any of the band members wanted to get pointers from you once they find out that you was a drummer?
Yeah, I shout out to the band teacher, Mr. Mills. So I was bad in junior high school. I was terrible until I got to 8th grade. And so my first 7th grade year, I couldn't get in the band. So I went to band camp. So I went to band camp. I'm just sitting there chilling, everybody else got their sheet of music. And and everybody looking at me like, where's your sheet? I'm the only one in there with no sheet. And they were like, Mr. Mill was like, Elroy, I already knew it. My ears are dangerous. This is the dangerous thing that I got. My ears are dangerous. I knew every cadence. I just knew it because I sat there and listened to it. Once I listened to it so long, and if I listened to it more than 5 times, I sure enough got it. You know what I'm saying? 1 or 2 will do, but 5 or more, yeah, they were blown away. They were like, Elroy, how you know it? And we over here reading the sheet. I said, I'm just using my ear. Y'all using y'all eyes.
And you're right, because some of the baddest guitarists I know, some of the baddest piano players I know, some of the baddest drummers I know only play by ear. And I'm talking about, as far as it's this piano player, my sister grew up with him, and his name Mike Stone, man. And Stone, man, when I tell you that he will take you to church and he only played by ear. When I say he have people running up and down them aisles like they running track.
Man, them jokers that play by ear are some dangerous jokers, man.
Yeah. So we have songstress, songwriter, actress, model, Miss Latasha Reese tapping in. She's watching through YouTube.
What's up?
Right. So man, knowing that you was gifted by ear, bro, that's a different type of gift.
Yeah.
And so once you realize that you can hear anything and play it, man, did you pick up any other instruments and start playing as well?
Well, I would say I'm a composer. I wouldn't say I'm a keyboard player. I would say I'm a composer. Because if you told me to go play Mary Had a Little Lamb, I can't do it. You see, you tell me to go play one of them church songs, I couldn't do it. But if you tell me to go remake that church song and turn it into Southern Soul or turn it into blues or anything like that, then it's mine. I got it. So I would say I'm a composer more than I would say a keyboard player, but I do play the keyboard a little bit.
Okay. And so playing the keyboard, right? And dibbling down with the keyboard, man. What did they do for you as a musician, you as a composer, you as a arranger? Because a lot of people that hear music and don't read the sheets, when they're in the studio or when they're at a rehearsal or when they're directing a choir, it's an arrangement for them. It's an arrangement where you got to stay right here because you're second soprano. You got to stay right here because this first alto. You got to stay right here because this first tenor and he first bass. And, when people understand the octaves, the riffs, the runs, the A, the B, the C, the D note, they understand what key they sing in. That's great. But a person like you who can arrange those vocals and tell them that you got to stay in this key, how much has that helped people that really came to you or even in church? Like, because sometimes a person might not can hear what you can hear because you play by ear.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I have that problem. I would say I have that problem, like with some artists, they hear one thing on one street and I hear 5 different things on the highway. And I would tell them, keep it simple and keep it catchy. And far as with that keyboard, man, I sat on that keyboard and I came up with my own style. And I tell people how a little bit about my style is I just use my ears and I go with what sounds good. And if it don't move me, I will not send it out. I will not sell it. None of that. So it has to move. It has to move.
Okay. We have the owner of the podcast and of Exquisite PR firm stepping in, Miss Nicole M. Jordan. Thank you
What's
for
up,
tuning in.
Nicole?
And so, man, you talked about quartet and you talked about your uncles, right? And everybody in your family that sing, man. So I tell people this all the time, man. I just want to see if you agree with me. Southern soul is nothing but secular quartet.
Yeah, that's it. And then when they do in the background, it ain't that bad quartet. And then once that artist get back up there, it's just singles. So that's why I try to tell a lot of artists. I said, don't take too much of the quartet out. I said, get you. If you got a group and y'all came out of quartet, the Southern Soul, y'all find one lead singer and let that background be fire. That's one thing my mama and my uncle and them always listen to and critique people on. If that lead good and that background trash, it's just like trying to put an I in team. Ain't no I in team. That background got to be fire.
Yeah. And then not only do the background gotta be fire, but you can't have no piano player that drag those keys.
No,
because if you drag the keys, the song is gonna drag. And it's gonna throw all the octaves, the riffs, and the run off. You know what I mean? And then the lead singer gonna turn around and look at you and be like, if you don't pick this piano up, they're gonna start biting their lips, and the pastor gonna be up there just looking at them like, man, I hope they don't,
That's why I tell people it's important to make your own little, put your own little sound with it. I learned that from James Brown. James Brown said, Maceo, what you got? Maceo said, I got a horn. He said, what you got? I got the drum. He said, what you got? I got a flute. James Brown said, all y'all got a drum. And a lot of people, that go over a lot of people's head.
Yeah, he did say that.
He said, you got a drum, you got a drum, and you got a drum. So in my head, that means, okay, just because the piano go like that, make it funky. Just because the horn go like that, make it funky. Don't be in the norm just because everybody else in the norm. That's why people stand out like James Brown when he did them offset kicks and snares and stuff. He made a whole new sound. And once you create a whole new sound, you can't lose.
It's funny you say that. I got a few white friends that's in the industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we was talking about James Brown, and I asked them who is their favorite guitar player, and they said B.B. King, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, who sound like B.B. King playing that guitar? They said, who you talking about? I said, John Mayer. I said, if you listen to the song Gravity, that's nothing but a B.B. King chord, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Go ahead.
And he probably studied B.B. King. Like, people be studying that sound, man. They might sit back and, in the corner and try to duck off. But people be watching that sound, especially when it's new to them.
Right. What's up, Dub? What's going on, man? Salute for tapping in, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate that double shot.
Yeah, man. So, and then another thing about sound, man. People don't know that you got to be a student of the game when it comes to you being a musician, man. You got to study, man. You got to study, and I tell people all the time, man. I've seen some drummers in my life, man, but man, listen. I done seen some kid drummers, man. I'm talking about like 10, 11 years old, man. Like I remember we was looking at something, man, and it was this fella, man, on there. He had to be about 13 years old on YouTube, man, and the way he broke them drums down and stopped it and then tapped on them cymbals, man, and brought that thing back in. I said, ain't no way. I said that little fella been here before, man. Ain't no way he know all that.
Man, they got a 6-year-old from Mississippi somewhere. He the truth. He on that TikTok. He the truth. 6. He the truth.
Ain't that amazing, man?
Yeah, yeah, man. It we are music, man. I tell anybody that they want to know why your foot get to tapping. You want to know why you bob your head. We are music, and with the soul stuff. Don't even think about Southern soul. Don't think about soul music. Think about the soul you got inside of you. The soul you got inside of you, it reads frequency. Certain music make you move certain ways for a reason, but you don't know why it make you move that way from the outside looking in. It's a frequency. The happy music, because I'm happy up alone. Anything with that frequency, it's gonna make you light and
Mhm.
feathery. Anything with a hard kick, it's gonna make you get in there like that. Mm, mm, mm. Your soul feeds off of frequency and music, man.
It's funny that you say that. And what's up to my man Rich Butler for tapping in? I appreciate you, homie.
What's up, man? What's
And,
up?
and West Love came to my hometown in Saluda, South Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how she just kick it off with these people and surprise them, man. She just paid that tribute to Betty Wright, and when that when that man was up there on them drums and he was hitting that level and when she said that there was an old lady sitting under the tree, she called me when she said to me, and she just put the mic to the crowd, and bro, I swear that it was probably everybody out there was singing. I ain't just talking about no women. I'm talking about men too.
Mm-hmm.
Cause cause what we gotta think about a person like Betty Wright. Betty Wright made feel good music, bro.
Yes,
Happy, it was happy and sad, but it make you feel good at the same time. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I tell people all the time, one of the saddest songs that I ever heard was by Tony Braxton, another sad love song, but everybody and their mama know that song. It was a sad,
Karaoke song.
happy song. You know what I mean? And so music has a different type of energy when it hits your emotions, when it hits your soul. And the reason I'm getting at that because you are a producer and you
Mm-hmm.
have produced for some, pretty high end people. So if you can tell people, that's watching this live, some of the people that you have produced for.
I start on the rap side. Rest in peace, Shawty Lo. If you don't know who Shawty Lo is, I don't know what to tell you. Go look him up. Shawty Lo was my I got my first big placement. Long live Dope Boy Raw. He was signed with T.I. Hustle Gang. Let's go to Southern Soul, cause I know I ain't gonna better name everybody. Um, I'm the sound behind Bad News. Broke my butt in the industry. We working. We got that sound out there. Sir Charles, LJ Elka, Uncle Daddy, Wolfman Delio, um, Pokebell, King South, R&B Pooh, J Lie. Oh man, I can't name them all.
Let's just stop it right there. Let's just stop it
I
right
can't
there.
name them all.
Let's just say let me just grab one name, man. Sir Charles. It's Friday. Sir Charles says Friday. Now, I like to tell people, like, Southern Soul gave us a sense of urgency to come back outside after COVID. We lost loved ones. But when when Sir Charles first started, it was called Soul Blues.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It wasn't Southern Soul. Sir Charles was out there with people like Marvin Cease, like
Yep.
Roy C, like Tyrone Davis, people like Millie Jackson.
Yep.
And
That's
and,
where
and,
that's where
and
he learned from.
and he was a young boy then. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
before Southern Soul came, Sir Charles was already a 20-year vet.
Easy.
You know what I mean? He was already a
Mm-hmm.
20-year vet. So when people say Sir Charles and people like Kevin Richardson, something back up on Angie Stone for almost 18 years, bro.
Mm-mm.
You,
Folk
you
wouldn't
know what
even
I
know
mean?
it.
So Kevin Richardson already had toured around the world, man. Already. So when people said that he was coming out and his ticket was high for Southern Soul, I say his ticket ain't high, bro. He was like, why would he charge you $5,000 or $6,000 when Andrew was giving him $5,000 a show and taking him on 50 dates.
Yeah, I mean, people gotta understand. And even though I still give out huge discounts and sales, people gotta understand when you've been doing certain stuff for 20 years plus, you got to get paid for your experience. You're not only paying for a beat, you paying for the experience. You paying for the when I'm gonna call you and say, hey, well, I got one for you. Put this on it. I told you it was gonna work. Now you got a hit just like that. Like it's some stuff that is priceless that you are paying for. Let me put it like that.
Right. And you know, it's about people time too, man. Because if they want to book you in Atlanta, but they want to book you in Vegas, and they want to book you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, listen, man, the promoter in Atlanta got to fall back, man, because you ain't gonna miss 3 paydays for just one.
Nope.
You know what I mean? If they want you that bad, they'll renegotiate and reschedule it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's some people that you know gonna bring a crowd. Because I can tell you this, man. Tucker has been to South Carolina more than Tyson Chicken.
And they steady showing up.
They steady booking Tucker, man. Man,
Mm-hmm.
the springtime just started. I can tell you now, man. Tucker gonna hit South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia all summer long, bro.
Mm-hmm. I already
All
know it.
summer long, and they giving him 37,000 a pop,
Yes, sir.
and he might be there for a Friday here, a Saturday here, a Sunday here. Man, Tucker might make $100,000 in one weekend, boy. For real,
Hey,
for real.
yes,
This,
sir.
and I tell people, I remember when King George was a church boy singing in church, but I also remember when he rapped. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I was like, I remember when King George was only getting $300 a show.
Yeah, people don't do their research. They just think people fall out the sky, man. They really do.
You know what I mean? So, hey man, shout out to my family, Lane McCoppin, man, from
What's up, Lane?
Everything Entertainment. You know what I mean? I appreciate you tapping in, man.
What's up?
Much
What's up?
respect, man. And I know you just went through a crisis in your family, man. So prayers and blessings are with you. But I definitely appreciate you tapping in with Exquisite Conversation Podcast. Appreciate that. Now, here's a big question for you, man, because I want people to really understand something, man. How does an independent producer get a placement with a millionaire like Shawty Lo? And R.I.P. Shawty Lo, you know,
Oh
R.I.P.
man. Um, you just gotta, like you said before, you gotta study and you gotta know what's going on. So at that time, internet radio was humongous. Internet radio was humongous. So I was at a job. I was a floor tech. In whatever name, NCR, whatever name of them folks in Columbus, Georgia, and they had an internet radio show, and it came on every Wednesday, I think. So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna build up the strength, and I'm gonna call. But when I call, I'm gonna flip it. So when I call, I was like, "Hey man, what's up, Shawty Lo? Whatever." And I was like, "Hey man, I'm 350 beats. I'm trying to, I'm a fan, but I'm trying to get them beats in." And they started laughing. And he was like, "Okay, so I'm gonna send you to my A&R, which was DJ Z. I'm gonna send you to my A&R, and we're gonna go from now." So I got the email to the A&R, and I sent the music. I think he called me right back, and they were like, "When can y'all get up here?" And the A&R was brand new. And the situation that came to happen with that was so beautiful to where I secured the A&R job and didn't even know it.
Man, you secured his job for years. What? At
And
that time?
I didn't
When
even know it.
that's probably Shawty Lo had just came home from doing his bid, and D4L was already out there,
Yeah.
and Shawty Lo, like this, for people know, Shawty Lo didn't really approve of the music that D4L was making. The
No.
Lollipop record, Shawty Lo was a real street cat.
Yeah.
When we talking about the cars that we seen in T.I. first video, all of them were Shawty Lo cars.
Yeah,
You know
real
what I mean?
boss.
Yeah,
Real
so
boss, man.
a real boss. You know, that West Side belonged to him. Him
Yeah.
and T.I. uncle. That's why T.I. was connected with him, because Shawty Lo and his uncle was running mates. You know what I mean? So for you to call their internet radio show, and he's like, I'm a fan, man, but listen, I'm trying to get these beats in. What's popping? You
Yep.
know what I mean? And the A&R was just hired. You
Yep.
secure his job for another 3 to 5 years. You know what I mean? Because here you are, an indie producer that people in the A really don't know about. And Shawty Lo got the first dibs on this new producer, you know, and he gonna present you to the A, and then the rest gonna be history for you. So not only did it help you out, it helped Shawty Lo out, and it helped the A&R out.
And let me tell you, the A&R went on to do stuff with Monica, Ty Dolla $ign, Yin Yang Twin. All that is to this day. Smoke from Field Mob. It's a long list, man. But yeah, and I wouldn't believe it when he first told me, like, 350, you secured me. And I was like, what? Just off of one beat. So, man, it's amazing. I like to tell people, stay down and grind, man, and study. And have your own sound.
Teresa J, what's going on? Thanks for tapping in. We definitely appreciate you.
Hey, boo.
So, okay, that went on, man, and you know, you started working and stuff, and man, and so, but you also an artist too, correct?
Mr. Same Thing is in the building.
Okay, Mr. Same Thing is in the building. Yeah, I seen that because I went on your page and seen them flyers. So I was like, so you know, we're gonna talk about your artistry. So now it's a really a triple threat with you. We talking about no, we gonna say a quadruple threat. We gonna first, because you was a musician first. You know, an artist. You know, a producer and an engineer, and I'm pretty sure that you can run sound if needed.
Yeah, I did that at church live sound. I forgot to put that on there. I be trying to take some of that. Some people be like, you got too much on there. But I said, that's what I do. Why not put it on there?
That's right.
You don't need to mix it up. And I said, man, that's what I do. I don't care what y'all talking about.
Man, you ain't had to tell me you run sound, because most people who started out in church playing any type of instrument, they can run sound. Because the church ain't gonna hire nobody else to run no sound when they got this young fella that play instruments right here. They'll buy all the equipment, and they don't care if you jack the equipment up. Yep. You gonna learn how to run this sound. You know, the pastor ain't gonna care about you jack the equipment up. We're gonna get you some more. You gonna learn how to run this sound. You know what I mean? Because what they're saying is, if you learn it in the church, then you always gonna have a job in the outside world. You know what I mean? And so, like, I tell people all the time, a musician is never without a job. Even if you never get in front of a record label, man, if you can play any type of instrument, you can hire an agent. And like, I had a partner when I lived in DC. Okay. Every time Fred Hammond drummer couldn't come, he would call my partner, and he would have 2 dates in Maryland, 2 dates in Virginia, 2 dates in DC, and all them dates would pay him $4,000 a piece.
Ooh, can't beat it.
You know what I mean? So if you play instruments, you know, you always gonna have a job. So, but you, man, you're a musician, you're artist, you're an engineer, you're a producer, and you know how to run sound. And so, with having all those things under your belt, man, when you step out into the artistry, man, it's kind of like, you know, a cat that in the studio all the time, but he make his own beats, he engineer his own self, and he write his own lyrics, and he record himself. And so that's you. So are there any challenges that come with that?
I mean, it's a challenge for me to make. All right, so the way piano players, they like the Southern Soul keys and stuff, like my hand doesn't correlate like that. So My challenge is with Southern Soul is just I just have to hurry up and get the chords over. Once I get the chords over with, because you gotta have almost 7 fingers to hit some of these chords and stuff. So that'd be my challenge right there. But once I get past the chords and get to the bass line and drum, it's a wrap. I got it. So that'd be my little struggles every now and then. People don't even know it. They be like, 350, I ain't never on this beat. This sound good. I said, man, you just don't know how I sat here and struggle trying to play them little keys.
Right. Okay. That's understandable, man. As far as engineering, man, I tell people all the time, man, if you are an artist, you owe your engineer your life. Because if you got a great engineer, you know, I was I used to deal with Demolished Beats out of Kansas City, Missouri, and
Mm-hmm.
he was Tech Nine's engineer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I said, man, I said, what's that like dealing with Tech Nine and Stevie Stone and all them, bro? He was like, it's work, man. And then I was down there in Florida, messing with a couple studios and ran into this dude that was an engineer for Two Chains, a Grammy nominated engineer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he got on his resume. And so for you, man, if you had to tell artists, some up and coming artists that's trying to really get on and that's trying to get a place with you, you know, not only just your production, man, but as far as how do you break it down to them that you need me as an engineer too, and here's why.
I mean, it's so hard because you got a lot of artists that are bullheaded and they think they're bigger than the sound. But I want to tell all artists that's on here, that's everywhere, all over, you are not ever bigger than the sound. The sound is number one. And if you do think you're bigger than the sound, go do your show tape a cappella and then get back with me.
Hmm.
So with that being said, I like working with people that don't give me a headache. And when I say headache, it's like know what you want, know what you're looking for, and don't be a follower. Don't reach out saying, "Hey man, I want to beat like D Ford, or I want to beat like Flow beat." No, I'm not gonna do it. What I
So
sell is 350 beats.
so this is a prime reason why I agree with you. You're not bigger than the sound. When Big Woody Rock left Drew Hill, Drew Big Woody Rock was the producer and the main songwriter. He was one of the producers. Him and Noko used to produce together.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a merger on that production. But if we look back at when Woody Rock left, Drew Hill has ever been able to make magic on my album that sell millions of copies. Because the writer was gone, one of the producers was gone, and the arranger was gone. So if you don't have nobody to write, arrange, and produce, then that whole sound is gone.
Yep.
Because a great writer don't come by every day. Because I can tell you now, Sony, Warner Brothers, Warner Chapel, Epic, Capitol, they have been short of songwriters for the last 10 years. They always looking for songwriters. You know what I mean? And I tell track people, if you're gonna work with somebody like 350 and work with him so you and him can negotiate a deal where y'all can make reference tracks and you can shop the songwriter and the producer to the label and get a publishing deal. You know what I mean? Because if you're working with a songwriter hand in hand and they just gave you guys a publishing deal for 5 million and they said, well, we got tons of artists on the label, we got jazz, we got blues, we got hip hop, we got R&B, but we don't have enough songwriters. And so a thing about the industry, I tell people all the time, Blue Cantrell, Carrie Hilson, and Dream was already millionaires I'm talking about 7 to 8 million strong because they wrote songs for everybody. Neo was already 5 million in his bank account at 19 because he was writing songs for everybody. So, a lot of people want to be on their forefront. And if that's you, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with wanting to be on the forefront. But if you got what we call penmanship and and I'm gonna say this right here, man. I know he incarcerated. I know he may have allegedly did some things that's off the record. But man, ain't nobody
They can't
got
touch him.
no Robert Kelly
They can't
penmanship.
touch him. They can't touch him.
Man, what? Not Robert.
It won't be now another. Well, I just listened to an Isley Brothers song the other day, and R. Kelly was on the very end. He said something to Ronald Island. I was like, look at R. Kelly. There's a snuck through there. He don't let you know he don't wrote that song. I said these beats and these lyrics, like that's just R. Kelly. Now I tell anybody you got your own, you gonna win with your own sound. But if you got a good producer, you gotta believe in your producer. You gotta believe in your producer. That's just like with Bad News, bro. Bad News is booked right now more than 75% of the singles in Southern Soul, and he rap. But the thing about it is, we built a formula. We built the whole formula. Anytime I tell New, I say, I got this, I got that, he gonna listen. He gonna go, you say, I'm gonna go with you, rap, because you ain't gonna tell me that wrong. And I wish other artists would do that instead of seeing me as a threat. Once I see you see me as a threat, then I won't ever work with you. Like, I will not work. I don't care how much you got. I won't work with you.
It's crazy you say that, man. And I tell artists all the time, man, that you'll be surprised what people started at. They said, Mr. Jacob, what that mean? I said, man, I know some fellas who was getting paid $150 to sing at fish fries.
Oh.
And the rest is history, man. The rest is history.
150 at a fish fry, boy.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm like,
ooh-wee.
They was like, I was like, y'all ain't got no DJ? They was like, no, man, Jay, we don't need no DJ, man. We got this fella that sing and play guitar. He got a drummer and he got a piano player. And we gonna hire them to come to the fish fry and sing, and they gonna split that 150. And they was only about 15 years old, singing for all them grown folks. And the rest history, man. You know, one of them got picked up to really do the intro. You remember the R&B group intro?
I don't remember the intro. You got to give me a hit song.
That song that had "Let Me Come Inside."
I had to hear it.
And they remade "Ribbon in the Sky" by Stevie Wonder.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. So one of them had passed away. R.I.P. to him. He died of HIV. They need to fill in. So they wrote a contract out with this cat I know, man, and he had like 72 dates. And he auditioned just like Dave Houston when he left Chicago and went to New York and auditioned for Teddy Riley. Teddy said he heard Dave sing 30 seconds. It was a rap.
Ooh, Lord.
30 seconds, bro. 30 seconds. So the moral of the story is, man, is work on everything you can as far as your craft. If you're gonna do music, be in full-fledged. Be a great songwriter. Be a great engineer. Be a great producer. You know, be a great entertainer. And make something. Sometimes it ain't gotta be on every album, but make a few songs out the year, man, out of every year, man, where you impact your community, man.
Yeah.
Where you have nonprofits that want to sponsor you, where you can work with your city councilman or your local chamber of commerce because they got the money to pay you for real.
Yep, man. My song, that same thing was going on the my cousin was gonna use it to promote his election coming up. So yeah, man, I don't know, man. I just wish everybody just calm down, listen, do good business, and just work and stop worrying about the other person. And if you can't sing and produce good, you sing better, just sing.
That's
Like
right.
just stay where you at. I tell everybody, hold what you got, rap. Just hold what you got.
Right. So, that's what it is, man. But we're going to take a little commercial break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned for more important messages.
I'm tired of lying, and it's getting plain to see. I done tried hard to deny, but this woman changing me. Might go to the clubs, but I leave kinda early, and I don't drink and drive, but chug and jive, so my woman ain't gotta worry. No. See, I can't be playing with her heart or playing with her mind. We ain't getting no younger, can't play with my time. And I know she miss me and can't wait to kiss me. So I might be in by 10 tonight. You ain't gotta look for me. I might be in by 10 tonight. Yeah.
My man, Too Smooth out of Mississippi. He said he might be in by 10 tonight. And he said he don't drink and drive, he don't shuck and jive, and his woman ain't got a word. Boy, look at here. Hey,
Ready.
she ready. She got something to bring him home every night. You better believe it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. So, as far as your new project, man, as far as the hit single that you have right now, man, how's the rotation going on it, man? And what are the DJs and the promoters telling you about this hit single?
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. That's one of the little oops that we having going on. I know the music is good. I know it sounds good. It moves to people. I don't have too many promoters or people like that that's really giving me feedback because I think I'm perceived as a threat. So, I mean, shout out to Dream Team DJs. They gave me a lot of feedback. They supported me. Just not too much, but on the beats and stuff, people are moving all around. This is like the E Really song, Uncle Daddy, the Dukes and Boots. I produced that one. It was all over the nation, but people don't even know it. And so now I think I'm going to put my tag on everything, but I didn't want to put a tag on a beat and do the hip hop side with it. But yeah.
So it's funny you say that, man. And just to let you know, man, you should definitely work on getting you a publishing deal. With all the people that you to produce for, all those BDS plays and the BMI and the ASCAP and they can track you through digital radio tracker, through Sound Exchange. Oh yeah, bro, you could easily get a publishing deal, bro. You just have to have some type of agent or some type of PR to walk you in through the door, man. But yeah, bro, you work with some heavy hitters. And tell me about this Gucci Man experience.
Oh man, that was crazy. I was 19. It was the first time Gucci Man ever came to Columbus, Georgia. So it was just humongous. I can't remember my cousin's name that brought him, but they brought him to Columbus, Georgia. We was at the Ritmo Latino. I'll never forget. And long live my mama, man, Hattie Mae Jake. At that Gucci show, ain't none of my homeboys and none of them folk dropped me off. My 50-year-old mama, that's the same one that bought them drums when I was 5. That who dropped me off at the front door of the Ritmo Latino. And I got in there, I was 19. I was a young little CEO or whatever. I had all my boys behind me, I just always sat around and learned and looked and researched. And what I didn't know, I asked questions. So at that time and point, I just felt like I was CEO time. I hadn't been 9 and 10, selling CDs, started recording on the tape recorder and all that. So, man, I got in there, opened up for Gucci, man. I tore that thing up. I represented for the city. It was a big feeling. It was a big accomplishment. And I'll never forget it, man.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope, man.
Lil Flower. And that was the So Icy Boys time when he had the So Icy Boy charm. That's the first time he brought that charm out that night in Columbus, Georgia.
He said, and to this day, man, people remember a lot of Gucci songs, but to this day, every time I've been out and they be talking about Gucci, man, they gonna mix that So Icy in there, bro.
Oh, you gotta have So Icy. You gotta have So Icy, boy. It was going crazy then.
Yeah, man. You know, it's just like that. So Icy, done it all. You know, Shawty Lo. Yeah, man. You got to have all that. You know, so man, for some people that you haven't worked with yet, man, what are 5 chicks and what are 5 dudes that you want to work with in your career that you think you really can make magic with?
Oh, you're talking about just period, just any artist.
Yeah.
Ron Isley. What her name? From the Fuji.
Who, Lauren?
Lauren Hill. I want to work with Monica. I'm finna make that happen. What up, bro? What's going on? What's the girl name that's saying that's my kitty? I want to work with her. Is it Candy Janae?
Who that?
That's my kitty.
Who you said?
Candy Janae, I think.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, but you know who I think that you can make some magic with? 2 of them.
Who?
Ella May and her. Ella May and her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I already got certain beats and stuff picked out for them type of situation. Like if I just had somebody have them say, "Hey, 350, I need some beats for Ella May. Can you come to the studio?" Cause everybody up here in Atlanta. So I just got folders and stuff just sitting there, just waiting. And I know like one thing about having that sound and being ahead of your time, you might make some beats in 2017. I got beats from 2017 that I can sell today. From 2016 that I can sell today.
So how many?
I just thank the Lord.
How much production do you have in your catalog on reserve?
I got beats all the way back from 2011.
So you're the workaholic from a producer form as Tupac was from an artist form.
Yeah, so just as much as he recorded, I tried to do that with beats. Because you have to think about it like tomorrow, if I lost my doggone hands or something, like what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Like what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit there and if I ain't made no hella beats or no hella good beats, I'm done. So how I look at it the same way like when Tupac died. When Tupac died, them folks was still dropping for about 5-6 years, just bow, bow, bow. So with me having that collection, I feel like there's no ending to what I got going on. If something happened to me, I got a cousin, shout out to Lamar Summer. I got a cousin that, get in my computer and still do everything. And he the only one got the password to my laptop. So I already got stuff like that set up.
Man, what's so crazy, man, is thinking about how many external hard drives you have. I can't wrap my mind around it. It's crazy.
Man, they on 3 computer, man. They all over. TP tell me so.
I can imagine, man. I can imagine. And man, so what are 5 males you want to work with? That you can see yourself doing something with.
I want to do an album with Jeter.
Jones?
I got an album coming with my Uncle Funk Dog. I ain't even put this out there, but what better time to put it out there? Okay, Funk Dog was the producer of A Bay and Boosie Ratchet. He 9-time platinum producer.
Right.
We got some coming with him. Let me see what I want to work with that I ain't worked with. For a male what that boy name with that nappy hair on his face? I don't know why I can't think of these folk, man.
Who's on Anthony Hamilton?
Yeah, Anthony Hamilton.
Man,
Chris Brown.
Man, I can see you doing something crazy with Big Crit. Oh my goodness.
It'll be too stupid.
I'm trying to tell you, boy.
It'll be too stupid because I know that's just like with me and Funk Dog, aka Uncle Funk. Like when you mix them sauces up like that, it's just like you at the Chinese place, boy. You mixing them good sauces up. You might get some good out of it. A brand new sauce. And it's gonna taste good.
Yeah. And I'm gonna name an up and coming artist that I can tell you in the next 2 years he's gonna be the biggest artist in the world. This fella out of Memphis named Anthony Q.
Anthony Q. I gotta check him out.
Listen, bro. Anthony Q is a mix between I'm gonna say a Anthony Hamilton and a Life Jennings put together. He's serious. And he got bars like Killer Mike. He's singing rap.
Yeah, he real.
Yeah, he's singing rap, man. But yeah, he out of Memphis though, man. But you know, with the type of production that you make, and you just make everything, man. You make gospel, jazz, blues, southern soul, but I listen, man. You gonna be like, I know he ain't say this. Listen, man. I would love to see you do some country tracks, man. What's the fella name? I would love to see you work with Dash Rucker, for real.
Yep, I want to work with Morgan Wayland. I want to work with all them boys because I already like them beats and stuff like that. I already got them. Man, I was making them beat 2-3 years ago like that. I was doing them country loops with the 808 and that's what's on their radio right now. And I was like, man, dog, did I miss it or am I still in it? And stuff like that. It's just knowing people and that's on another side. So we just got to tap into it because I already got the music, man. I got the music.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, man. Blake Shelton ain't he always did the country 808 with the steel guitar. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Him and Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan and people like that, even Florida Georgia line. You know what I mean?
And that's the formula I'm trying to get people to understand. Once you create a formula and it works, it's gonna keep working as long as you keep building on it. Like it's gonna keep working. That's just like with Bad News. The formula is he rap, somebody sang on the hook. Yeah, that's the formula.
Yeah.
There's no more, no less to it.
And I can also say this right here, man. It's like Nelly. I don't even think Nelly like hip hop no more. He do so many songs with country artists now, man. He don't even make no sense, bro.
Nelly would rap circles around Beyonce with that country stuff. Some folks see Nelly is a complete artist. Beyonce just sang what them folk wrote. You see what I'm saying? Like Nelly is a complete artist. Nelly would kill them folk.
Man, let me tell you something, man. Like when I heard him do that jump with the first it was Tim McGraw, cause I heard Tim McGraw said that off of that record me and Nelly did together, he and myself never have to work again.
Ever.
That's crazy, man. But man, we about out of time, so we're gonna get out of here, man. So tell people what you got going on and where they can follow you at and any dates you got coming up.
All right, y'all. 350 Beats on all platforms. I got my new single should be dropping, I don't know, in an hour or so. It's called Pour It Up. It's on the trail ride style. She Rocked My Boat. Y'all go look up the same thing. 350 Beats on all platforms. We in Biloxi. I'm in Biloxi this Saturday with Uncle Funk. Man, there's so many dates. I can't even remember all the dates, but y'all hit me up. in my inbox, man. I'm ready to work always. This is what I do 24/7. If you text me at 5 a.m. and I wake up at 5:01, I'm gonna call you. I'll be ready to work. So y'all hit me up on everything. Make sure y'all support all the artists, but make sure you show no support. My artist that I work with, Bad News on the phone, all the rest of them, y'all tap in. Come on, tap in 350 beat, baby. We working.
All right,
Positive.
and before we go, man, I just want to say we appreciate you coming on and tapping in with us at here at Exquisite Conversations, and man, um, want to definitely get you back on and bring you back. And one more name that you should look for. He's a blues guy. His name is Javon Webb. He's out of Charles City, Louisiana. You
Oh, that
probably
man
seen,
sound familiar.
yeah, cause you see him on American Idol, but he's always looking for new production.
Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
and you with all these people you name and then all that, I'm gonna tap in with you too. Make sure you take me whoever them names, and so I can get them emails, and we're gonna get that ball rolling tonight.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, brother. So everybody, man, thank y'all for tapping in. It's been a wonderful episode, and live with 350 Beats, man. We out of here. Peace and blessings.
All right, y'all. Boom.